Hey everyone! So, back in July, Mr. Steve Donahue tagged me in the new BookTuber tag, and I'm finally here to do it. But there's a couple things before we begin. I decided to do this a little differently. I'm making this into a contest! Woohoo! So, I have recorded the questions as little bits of familiar pop songs. So, I will, down below, list all 15 questions, and I'll leave blanks as you can see. You can go ahead and guess what songs I have used as questions, and if you guess all 15 correctly, you can win a special prize, which will most likely be a book. I don't know, haven't decided yet. And if a bunch of people get it right, I will just choose randomly from the people that get all 15 of them correct. So, without further ado, let's begin! Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? So, I am joining you from Northern California. I live in a small city that is about 45 minutes in between Sacramento and 45 minutes between San Francisco. I'm editing my video right now. I don't know what that meant. 45 minutes between San Francisco and Sacramento. Grammar. It's really hot here. And kind of boring. Again, next question. How old are you? I am a whopping 28 years old. Why did you join BookTube? I joined BookTube because I really loved watching BookTube videos, obviously, and just randomly decided, like, hey, I want to, try and see what it's like to film videos and talk about books with all of you, and, hopefully connect with other people about books and all that good stuff that comes along with BookTube. So, terrible answer. What is the meaning behind your channel name? The meaning behind my channel name is kind of obvious, right? I sing and I like to read. There we go. What types of books do you read / want to talk about here? For the most part, I like to read all sorts of different kinds of books. I like to think I have a very eclectic taste. I don't read a lot of Westerns, and if you watched my last video, I somehow don't read a lot of fantasy, but I'm going to fix that very soon. And I just like to talk about all the books that I read. Who are some of your favorite authors? My favorite authors. So, Mr. Steve Donahue, I am going to preface this answer by saying I have by no means read the complete works of any of these authors, but I have enjoyed all of the books that I have read from them. So, those people include Ali Smith, Jeanette Winterson, Bernice L. McFadden I love, Amy Bender. I hope to read more of Sarah Waters in the future. I also really enjoy Karen Russell's writing, and I hope to read more Neil Gaiman. Oh, what's the last book that you've read? The Gene by Siddhartha Mukherjee. Oh, this took forever. It's like almost 500 pages. I am on a journey to discover what kind of nonfiction books I like, and I will say that I do not like science writing, but for what it was, this was a very well-written book. But it took me forever because I realized it wasn't something I was super interested in. But I stuck to it, I learned a lot, and I will talk more about this in a wrap-up. What are you currently reading? Right now, I am currently reading Homegoing by Jessie, Known and Strange Things by Teju Cole. This book is blowing my mind. And The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This book is also blowing my mind. This is a tricky one. Listen carefully. What do you use for bookmarks? Do you get it? What do you use for bookmarks? What do you use for bookmarks? For bookmarks, I usually just use the bookmarks that you get with book depository orders. I have a bunch of these, so these are what I mostly use because they're kind of cool to look at. Show us your current TBR pile. So my current TBR pile is a little tricky because it's pretty much all of the books that I own that I haven't read yet. I don't really plan my TBR, I just kind of go with whatever mood I'm in. So here are a couple of books that I'm thinking about reading quite soon. These are just a few of them. I'll go through them real quickly. This is Before the Feast by Saza Stanizik. Swamplandia by Karen Russell. Upright Beasts by Lincoln Michael. Beyond the Pale by Emily Urquhart. The Butcher's Hook by Janet Ellis. The Light Keepers by Abby Janai. And The Veins of the Ocean by Patricia Engel. What do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback? E-books or physical books? Owning or borrowing books? Well, which do you prefer? I prefer anything. I don't care. As long as it's a book, I don't care. I don't actually tend to read a lot of ebooks because I actually forget that I have them, and so I don't read them. I only really read what I see in front of me. And as in terms of borrowing, I'm turning over a new leaf in that I'm trying to save some money. If you have followed me on Instagram, you will know. And so I'm trying to see if I can borrow more new releases rather than buying them because they tend to be quite expensive. And I can't afford them right now. So, there you go. What book or series got you into reading? I'm pretty sure that I got into reading by reading the Goosebumps series by R.L. Stine. Please let me know if you remember those books. They were awesome. How did you discover BookTube? So I don't quite remember how I discovered BookTube. I honestly can't remember. I think I must have probably looked up a book, looked up a book review and then just sort of discovered probably Jen Campbell, I want to say first. And then I discovered, as you probably have seen from my last video, a bunch of booktubers from the UK. And then I got into American booktubers, which is so random. Yeah, don't have a better answer than that, sorry. What challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? I think some of the biggest challenges that I will probably face are being able to really eloquently talk about books that I've read, but I'm going to work on that. Also, finding the time to record. My life gets pretty hectic at times, as you can see from, a whole month going by of not recording anything. And that's probably about it. So, I'm gonna face these challenges head on, people! Where else can we find you? Where else can we find you? Link up social media. Alright, so I will go ahead and link all of my social media stuff down below. And that's it. That is the tag. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and just being wonderful, wonderful, awesome people. You guys are great. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of these crazy friggin' videos that I make. That's it. So please remember to be kind, listen to each other, and read some good books. Bye, everyone.